So when analyzing this graph here, we can start by looking at the roots. So we see right here at -2 we have one, at 0 we have one, and at 3 we have one. And if I'm going to go ahead and write out these as factors, whoops, I will have at -2, that would be written as x plus 2. At 0, it would just be x. And at 3, that would be written as x minus 3. And so we would want to make sure we have the correct multiplicity of each factor. At -2, we see it just crosses straight through it. So that's going to be a multiplicity of 1. So we don't have to write an exponent. Again, that would be like that. That's going to be a multiplicity of 1 if it goes just through. If we have one like at 0 where it just bounces off, like we have right here looking like a quadratic, that would be a multiplicity of 2. So at x, we're going to have a multiplicity of 2. So it'll be x squared. And then lastly, when we have it where it kind of wiggles, it's decreasing, or it's going up to the left, down to the right, but it changes direction there with a turn. That looks like the parent function of a cubic. So that would be like this right here. That's multiplicity of 3. So again, if you want to put a 1 there, that would be how we write that in factored form. But then another thing we want to keep in mind is the direction of our function. So we see both ends are going downwards. And that means our end behavior is going to be negative. So I have to remember to put a negative sign as my leading coefficient there. Now, just to make sure everything makes sense, I have an even coefficient, or not an even coefficient, an even degree function here because both my arrows are going the same way. And we said it's negative because of that coefficient. So to verify that we do have an even degree, I'm going to go ahead and add my multiplicities together of 1 plus 2 plus 3. That will give me 6. So that makes sense and checks off. And then just to, I guess we can triple check here, our degree is going to be equal to the number of turns we have plus 1. So if I check that here, I have 1 turn, I have 2 turns, I have 3 turns, 1 turn right here, and 1 turn right here. So that's 5 turns plus 1, and so that equals 6. Again, that checks out.